potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another team from the ACC, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Oh, boy.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And you see the wide receiver. He's got to push upfield, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball. And then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Looking for a man. It's Miranda. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Tucker. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. The give to the single back. Fakes his man out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick step and go. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David.
Quarterback all over the place, trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
Looking for a man. It's Miranda. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That pass is incomplete. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense set for a first down play. The running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And the Mountaineers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The give to the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang. Pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense will have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were... This receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, and these hurt, because defensively you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Complete to start this drive. At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now rolling to the left. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get him to the 33-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Getting some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Escapes trouble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. With the catch, it's Tucker. That should be the final play of the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 4th down, looking for the completion. A shot toward the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 21. App State, 14.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Off play action. He'll get rid of it. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to get in the end zone again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 38 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Grab behind the line. It's Tucker. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, going to making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, App State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. First down for this offense. He leaves it with his back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Carolina 28, App State 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third down, going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Finds his man. It's Tucker. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on third and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Open space at the 25. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll pull it down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The play action fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. You know, the entire concept of the play action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Steps away to find some room. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab enough for the first. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
2nd and 10 here. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Get it out on the screen. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Looking for space to the left. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.